How to Stick the Retirement Landing, the operating manual for men over 45. My name is Joel Davis, and thank you for tuning in to U3.0.Joel Davis on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. This is the first of 5 episodes that cover the challenges, solutions, and best practices from the free How to Stick the Retirement Landing, the operating manual for men over 45. Most men prepare financially for retirement. Almost none prepare structurally, psychologically, or identity-wise. This guide exists for one reason: to ensure that you prepare for and enter retirement with a clear purpose, exciting mission, and a daily operating system that makes these years the best of your life. In this first episode, I'm going to give an overview of what is in the 30-page operating manual, so you can determine if you would like to download it or tune into the other episodes that cover each section in more detail. This operating manual assumes that you have saved properly for retirement and that you won't have to continue working to survive. This is not a financial savings and investment manual. This is an operating manual for the non-financial areas of your retirement. The Youth Lifestyle Operating System gives you the framework to live with purpose, discipline, and direction. This is a companion guide. U3.0 Sticking the Retirement Landing complements that system during the most destabilizing transition a man will ever face. The moment the paycheck, which is most men's scorecard, stops, but life does not. This companion guide walks you through 5 unavoidable realities of midlife and retirement and will show you how to master each one instead of being blindsided by it. Number 1, understanding the real midlife problem. It's not burnout, it's a system failure. There is a dangerous myth in society that midlife struggle is a personal weakness or emotional crisis. It isn't. What you're experiencing, loneliness, restlessness, anxiety, irritability, loss of confidence, or quiet dread, is the predictable outcome of a system that optimized you for professional production and not personal longevity or purpose-driven retirement. You'll see clearly how the following changes occurred silently in your life over the last decade or two without you even being aware of it. Work replaced community. Marriage replaced brotherhood. Self-reliance turned into silent isolation. Identity became welded to utility, position, title, pay, and power. And somehow, your life shifted from thriving to surviving. The second area we're going to cover is the identity shift that no one prepared you for. You're moving now from being a provider to being someone who's focused on purpose. One of the most destabilizing moments for men over 45 isn't retirement itself. It's the slow realization that the rules that made you successful are now working against you. So this section is going to address why losing a title feels like losing yourself, why confidence collapses even when the finances are solid, why ego becomes fragile and moods shift, and why many men feel less useful without being able to explain why. In the Youth 3.0 Lifestyle Operating System, we show you how to define and redefine your identity based on purpose and mission that you choose. You will consciously detach worth from professional performance and instead, in retirement, rebuild it around character, discipline, contribution, and of course the 5 F's: faith, family, fitness, finances, and fulfillment. This is not about becoming less driven. This is a super important point. It's about becoming self-directed instead of externally validated. Think about that sentence. It's about becoming self-directed instead of externally validated. The third area we're going to cover is why drifting in retirement is the default and why design is the fix. No one gave you a playbook for the second half of life. And men struggle in retirement because no one showed them how to design what comes next. This section will expose why friends' circles often shrink instead of deepening, emotional outlets disappear, accountability evaporates in retirement, days will lose shape and momentum, and isolation quietly becomes the normal. Everyone dreams about having freedom in retirement, but freedom without structure is destabilizing. You'll find that out very quickly in retirement. That's why purpose, mission, and a structured daily operating system combined with the brotherhood of men who are with you on the same journey. Those are all non-negotiables for people trying to make their retirement years their best years ever. And this is where both the U 3.0 Lifestyle Operating System and the Stick to Retirement Landing Guide work together to help make that possible. 4. The hidden cost of doing everything alone. This is when self-reliance turns into self-sabotage. You were taught to be strong. You were not taught how to ask for or receive support. This guide confronts one of the most damaging scripts men carry into retirement. If I need help, something must be wrong with me. You'll see why asking for help isn't a weakness. It's the opposite. It's elite performance behavior. You'll also see how traditional masculinity discourages truth-telling and vulnerability, isolation masquerades as independence, and silent suffering becomes normalized. So, U 3.0 and the Sticking the Retirement Landing Guide will help you understand that help seeking is really about self-awareness and learning, which leads to personal leadership and self-mastery. The fifth area we're going to cover is that retirement anxiety isn't only about money. It's also about letting go of the old scorecard, your paycheck, and reclaiming your purpose. One of the most important sections of this guide addresses the fear men rarely articulate. It's not, will I have enough money, although they often think about that. It's, how do I know I still matter? This section explains why market volatility often triggers identity-level stress. Spending feels uncomfortable even when it's affordable, and men become hyper-fixated on finances as a proxy problem. You'll learn the truth that many financial planning systems ignore. Savings and investments replace income, but they don't replace purpose, mission, structure, or momentum. This guide will show you how to build a new scorecard for your life, replace passive anxiety with active mastery, turn retirement into a mission, not an ending, and anchor your identity into who you are becoming. So, let me wrap up this first module with how to use the guides. There's a U 3.0 Lifestyle Operating System that gives you the platform to redefine the next 30 years of your life. On our YouTube channel, you can watch the playlist that will help you complete all 6 tables and templates. It's called the U Lifestyle Operating System, every template step by step. Then, you use the How to Stick the Retirement Landing Guide, which customizes how you think and how you approach and gives you real-world examples for updating that lifestyle operating system specifically and uniquely designed for men over 45. And then we want you to obviously subscribe and join the community, because there's a community of purpose-driven men that you've probably been looking for, and thus to help support you on this journey. All this put together is going to help you reframe your new life in retirement. U 3.0 should be one based on character, competence, contribution, purpose, and fulfillment. You're going to identify the systems that quietly collapse, and guess what? You're going to replace them with something far better. You'll replace any drift you're encountering, or perhaps afraid of, with a structured operating system that will get you excited every day when you wake up. And I think will help you rebuild a brotherhood intentionally, so you don't have to do this alone. Remember, retirement isn't the end of your contribution. It's the moment you finally get to choose what it's going to be. That's why this is so empowering. That's why this is so exciting. That's why you should be incredibly motivated to get these programs put together for your own life. And when you do this right, you won't just retire. You will stick the landing. Look, if this is resonating with you, please download the free guide on our YouTube channel and subscribe, of course. And lastly, make sure you're a member of the community. Check out other videos and podcasts, and please ask me anything in the comments section on our community website, or email me at joeldavisu3.0@gmail.com. Thank you very much for joining. I will see you in the next episode, which is entitled U 2.0 Worked Until It Didn't. One team, one goal. Let's do this together.